That didn't last long. Ooh. Okay, it is time for another meltdown video, but this time it's over an AEG. Now, a couple weeks ago, I got a Gen 3 Lancer Tactical out of an Airsoft GI mystery box. And with all the discussions going around over if this new generation of beginner-focused Lancer Tacticals is any good, I thought I'd take mine down to Houston, Texas and into Techstar Airsoft's arena so I could do this meltdown. We've done a 30 round per second high kappa, we've destroyed an AAP-01 by Action Army, so now it's time that we do an AEG. But first, I really need to thank Airsoft GI who helped fund my trip and who helped take care of my ammo costs that are sure to stack up fast, thanks to the 11.1 lipos that we'll be using the entire time. We have over 30,000 tracer BBs to burn through because of them. So again, a big shout out to Airsoft GI and their mystery boxes that led to this meltdown in the first place. And of course, thank you to all the staff here at Techstar Airsoft for letting me use their awesome arena. All the information to get to this field will be in the description down below, like it should be. And with this Gen 3 Lancer Tactical hooked up with some Ace Tech tracer units and an easy access stock to make battery changes much easier, I think we're ready to go. Now, this replica was used in 3 30-minute skirmish games, so about 600 BBs have been put through it so far, but nothing too substantial. My bet is the motor connections will burn out like they did in Airsoft GI's torture video, and I'll link that down below as well. But you never know. It could be a gear, it could maybe be the bucking that tears itself apart and backs all the BBs up. We don't know. But alright, that's enough talk. Let's get into this. Very first magazine inside this Gen 3. We have shot about like 600 rounds because this was taken into a few games. There's actually still mud on it, but this is the actual meltdown. That's one high cap. Now we are doing high caps, but most of them have been completely wound up, so we're getting the majority of them out in just one long spray. You cannot say that they handpicked this gun to be better than all the others. Maybe motor height? No. I broke something internally. That's a. What do you think? You're a tech.
I believe possibly motor height or the pinion gear got loose because of the heat.
All right, let's rip it open and see.
All right.
That didn't last long. Sounds can be deceiving as we didn't have anything major happen yet. This was just a matter of motor height, which was quickly adjusted and hit with a drop of Loctite so as to not happen again during this meltdown. Alright, so after checking what went wrong, it was just a motor height adjustment problem. It goes to show you that no matter who you buy from, this happens to pretty much every brand, so we just went ahead and put a little bit of Loctite on it so that it doesn't happen again during this test. And now it's right back to sounding just the way it did. So we're just going to continue with this test, no real foul play, and just see how long it can last. Grab another high cap and just continue. Our watermelon is not having a good day. It's already starting to fall apart. Done. Done. Next. Next. didn't mean to, but I shot down the plastic that we had protecting that barrier from all the watermelon spray. It already smells like watermelon in here. Next mag. I've shot a hole all the way through the watermelon. Still sounds healthy. The motor grip is starting to heat up a bit, but nothing too stand out. I'm doing my best to cut the watermelon in half. Out of curiosity, because some of the other, when we did the high kappa and the AAP-01, we destroyed, I think, the buckings in those pretty early, so we're still shooting perfectly straight. Some hard work. I know you guys are actually doing me a huge favor by loading the magazines. Just off camera, guys. The guys here at Techstar Airsoft are loading the magazines for me, and they're helping me with making this video happen, and I'm just so grateful for them. But let's continue. Okay, that magazine didn't want to feed. Still sounds healthy, but I'm starting to smell something coming from the motor grip. We're almost halfway done with the magazines that we had in our first crate down here. But this Lancer is still chugging.
Guess that magazine doesn't want to fade. It's funny, I can barely hold on to the motor grip now, even with gloves on. There goes our poor watermelon. I can't tell, but it kind of sounds like it's slowing down a little bit. Oh, I didn't realize what the watermelon completely toppled over. Nope, not seeing that magazine anymore. Try to go for this as fast as we can. Let's get the one that I dropped earlier. Now, is it still firing straight? It would if I had a magazine in it. Still firing straight. Still shooting semi. All right, we have 5 magazines left out of our original bunch, but just off screen, like I've been saying, the guys here at Techstar Airsoft, if you could see this right on this GoPro, these guys are definitely helping me out by loading up these high caps as fast as we can. I think each high cap is holding about 300 rounds, 330 rounds, and I think we're getting through the majority of them in just one long go. there's not much left of that watermelon. I'm dropping all these magazines. Max. Still good. I can just smell the motor grip burning and it's too hot for me to really hold on to even with gloves on. And I gotta admit, the smell that's coming off of it is terrible. How many rounds do you think we've gone through already?
We have 6 bags open, so if you theoretically go through all that, it'll be 6,000.
6,000? Only 6,000?
I mean, 6 bags, so it'd be 24,000.
24,000 BBs. That's what I thought that one did. That one's completely unwound. I was just doing that. That was all me. I was even thinking for a second that even the stock is hot.
It is, the battery's good.
Yeah, it is. All right, don't want to kill that battery. Sounds like that one's dead. Oh man, are you able to pop that open with your... Can't do it with gloves on.
Good God.
Now it's stuck.
No, it's not stuck. It's just new.
There we go.
That's a little hot.
I would expect. Now it was slowing down, but I'm thinking that was just all on the battery.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. The MOSFET shirts sounded perfectly fine.
Careful not to pinch the wire.
Yep. Oh, stock. We purposely put the stock on because it would be really easy to open and close. Whatever. It's on, right? Oh, wow. That was the rate of fire I missed. I think this magazine is empty. Yeah, for the most part. Stock. Still can't get it closed. Whatever. This Lancer is really going. We're what? How many degrees again, you think? So almost 30,000.
Oh, you're going to hit over it.
Over 30,000 we're getting close to. It doesn't like that magazine. I can't hold on to the pistol grip at all. Okay, now accuracy has gone down the tubes. And maybe it was just that magazine somehow because that wasn't too bad. Okay, it really ranks now. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Dead.
Alright, I'll put that better.
Good. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's how far my Gen 3 from Lancer Tactical could go. The smoke is gone already. No, it's still coming out very slightly. But that was actually very impressive, I gotta say.
I bet if we threw another motor in it, it'd click right up.
Probably. I was just waiting for it to just see a puff of fire and just throw this thing. All right, let's go ahead and let this cool down for a little bit. We'll take it apart and see if it's good to go after maybe a motor change, or even if we have to do that. We'll see what's wrong with it.
It all ended in noxious smoke and with burns to my right hand from the motor grip. So what actually broke after around 28,000 BBs? Well, we burnt the motor up, but not like how we expected. The brush housing got so hot that we melted it along with the end cap, so now it looks like this. We had to actually break it off from the inside of the motor grip since it was melted in place just a little bit. Other than that, the teeth on the piston looked really good, but the piston actually carved itself into the sides of the aluminum cylinder. It's hard to show on camera, but I can feel the edges. Besides a little bit of wear, there was no damage to any of the gears, and the gearbox shell was crack-free. Only the motor was fried. There's some metal shavings to clean up out of the gearbox that got themselves into the bearings of the motor, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Realistically, if we had another motor, we could probably get this Gen 3 Lancer Tactical right back into a game. And no one is going to throw $150 in tracer BBs all at once, so with normal maintenance and gameplay, this would have lasted a lot longer. But here's the thing, this is just my experience from my Lancer Tactical that I was sent. I might have gotten lucky. I know some people won't accept the results that we saw here because of what they've heard about Lancer Tactical or their own experiences from them. But this was my meltdown of my own Gen 3. But feel free to voice your opinions about what you saw here or how you think it performed in the comments down below. Also, tell me what we should do in the next meltdown video. I'll see if I can make it happen. Next up, I have a trip to Indiana to make, because I'll be at HTK Airsoft on September 5th with Demo, the guys from SpeakUB, and so many more for a huge game of domination with smoke, tracer BBs everywhere, full auto. It's gonna be crazy. You need to get your tickets for this event, so check out the description to get yourself there. Just be sure to pick the blue team tickets, because we're gonna win this thing. But I would like to thank Airsoft GI, who helped make all this happen from the start, and Techstar Airsoft, who helped me with the magazines and gave me a place to film such a thing. I really couldn't have done any of this stuff if it wasn't for them. I also need to thank all the USAirsoft channel members who have just joined up recently, like Jenny Shaw, and all the old school members like Western Gilbert, Alex Hall, Josh K, Sailing Ant B, and Truffle, who has been helping me moderate my new YouTube channel where I do live streams only. Go ahead and check out that channel, and then check out Truffle's channel and subscribe to show the people who support USAirsoft your support. Becoming a member of the USAirsoft channel directly supports the meltdowns, and with the more members means the more crazy stuff I get to show off. So maybe become a member if you'd like to help us out. The join button is always on the homepage or down below to do so. But until that next video drops from the city of San Antonio, this has been Scott Hollenbeck, and I will be sure to see you all next time.
You want watermelon? Can you eat any of that?
You made a smoothie out of that.
Yeah. Whew.